So this is what a regular quiet borderline episode looks like. I already put a trigger warning in the video talking about the whole ED situation making a comeback on social media, especially TikTok. Actually, since I grew up with my grandmother, I did not have access to cable TV as much, and just regular like internet. It was like sometimes I had to sneak around to find a couple channels. So back to the ED. This is the first time I've ever dealt with that. As a matter of fact, I remember I did want to lose weight earlier in my adolescence. I had a habit of always buying junk food right after school. So I'd walk back home to, from school to my house at some point to just burn it all off instead of just, you know, keep eating food. The thing about the skinny versus fat thing is not everyone is meant to be skinny. That's why you see round people. Someone just delivered a baby right now, and that baby weighs a few more pounds heavier than someone else's baby. You feel me? So, not everyone is meant to be skinny. I just wanted to try to work out and be healthier. I'll be open. I've compared myself a lot. I already know that I'm unhealthy as it looks like, as it seems. Like, you can literally tell that this is a very unhealthy, trashy eater. Like, I just eat bulk all the time. Should I even be calling out these gym terms? I'm actually so ashamed of myself. Most of the time, I don't know how I get the confidence to act how I do. Um, I think truly the best way to possibly put it is exactly in one of my live stream moments. Anna psychotic, ANA psychotic, di-dysmorphia. We have dysmorphia alone, and then we have di-dysmorphia because I don't know about the ED terminology as much, knowing that I didn't grow up on Tumblr or on the ED side of the world. And I think it's very chaotic. I feel like people who work on movie sets and all that, they have a certain diet, restricted diet, or dancers as well. They have a certain restricted diet they are supposed to follow and remain because their visuals are used to, bring this certain amount of interaction. So if you have, imagine you have a random K-pop, K-pop idol debut. Okay, let's say exactly, just use me. I just randomly decide that I want to be a Korean pop idol and step up in there as a trainee. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out unless I actually I'm on that restrictive diet and on any like supplements. It's as complex as as it seems. And I think I'm really young to an industry like that, but I do remember entering this whole K rabbit hole since my childhood. Um, Asian men in particularly, Asian men in particular are just very, very handsome men. I encountered a couple of them back home when I stepped outside more. People are talking about, oh, she lit and all that. Like, yeah, people always admired my confidence, but I'm at this stage in life where my ED, or just EDs in general, are not taken seriously. So you're just supposed to have this whole meltdown or mental breakdown, and to people it looks like it's supposed to be confidence, or just, you know, I can't do anything else to hurt someone, so the least I can do is take apart who they are and, shame them, and no one is really going to give a fuck because you're like a loser or whatever. I've definitely been in at that stage of life where I felt like I could not, like, process certain human aspects, just how us humans, uh like, process things. Like, why do we act like that? Why is bringing swag back, meaning repopularizing the whole ED aesthetic? um so I did struggle with the ED. I would say it's all God that I still am here. I'm not that well in the head, but I'm still right here. This is Ashley, and I would always be someone's, healthy weight gain friend or weight loss. Whatever it is, I don't care what you do with your body because it's your body and your choice. I'm just dealing with this whole, like, emotional incest thing where I feel like I have to care for my mom a little too much, because I actually do care for her, even though I mean, I was open to a therapist about how I I I I feel this much teenage angst, and literally today I just saw this teenage girl kill her own mother, and I was like, I've actually felt so much angst that I could have almost been just like that teenager there, because it's like things are not going my way. I know that's the plot, right? Plot twist or whatever. um I wish I had something to hold up my phone, because I don't usually record all the time. um I'm actually very privileged enough that she still has me under her care. She's my mother, right? We have our, like, our moments, and I just feel like this is the best time to respect her boundary, as we are both adults. I'm a younger adult, but I'm still trying to keep things as mature as I can. Um yeah, I guess literally I just went through another episode. Instead of just sitting down and talking to myself, I decided to talk to the screen this time. I miss my friends. I miss when life wasn't this much of, like, a, like, everything is compacted, and I know that my friends have other friends, and maybe they might still think about me here and there, but I have to let them know that, yo, I'm picking up these, like, habits or whatever, where I feel like I would not want to push it onto them and let them carry my burdens, like my MDD, or my borderline. I just want to leave them and make sure that I don't leave any marks on them. not like a physical mark, but more like a mental mark. Um, because I'm worried. I'm always worried. I'm always worried about what what could a younger kid possibly be doing right now. I'm worried that um, I'm also extremely unhealthy. I'm worried. I'm worried about everything all at once. The stress is starting to settle in, and then you have my borderline just there, like, no, bitch. Like, just go upstairs and, like, open a private a private tab and do some dumb shit. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, so this is borderline, and then there's this whole new trend about the black fatigue going on. It's very interesting to me, as well as the whole everyone is being performative act. And the uncanny, white people kind of act, where, like, I don't know if this is suburbia. This is being in the middle class, I guess, in Virginia. Woodbridge is close to white suburbia. I feel like where I lived at for some couple of days, whilst my dad moved me, was what suburbia did feel like. White suburbia did feel like. Um, Over here, it's more diverse. It's a lot of brown people, people of color, the minority household, and there are still Democrats and Republicans living all up in one space over here. Um, I don't know if my BPD is done yet. I don't even know that. I feel like usually you just feel an intense amount of emotion, but it doesn't mean that I have to actually rage, because it's just going to be stupid. It's just going to be stupid to randomly rage for no reason. Yeah. And I just feel like someone like Pete Davidson is so ruthless. I feel like he's extremely ruthless, but he's cool. Yeah.